Hi everybody and welcome to tip 4 in our Back to School Moodle series. In this series you're going to learn a bunch of tips on how to use Moodle more effectively in your classroom. In this video we're going to go over how to add Quickmail to your Moodle page. Now more often than not while you're teaching a Moodle class you're probably going to want to contact your class as a group or even individually at some point. Probably the most popular way of doing this is by using email. There's a way to add a block to Moodle so you can email your students directly within Moodle, as opposed to going to your Wagner email and sending it through that way. So to add this block, what you want to do first is turn your editing button on. And once the page loads, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom until you see Add a Block. From this menu here, click Quickmail, and the page is going to reload. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see Quickmail appearing for you right there. When you're ready to write an email, you just click Compose New Email. And then you'll see all of your students on the right-hand side here. Don't worry if it says not in a section. They're still part of the course. And anybody under potential recipients are people that you can potentially email. So if you want to add everybody, you can press Add All, and that'll bring everybody from this part over to here. Or if you want to add individual students and bring them over that way, you can do that as well. So let's say I want to email the whole class. I can press Add All, and it brings everybody over to selected recipients. I can also take one student and remove them, and that way I'm only emailing these two students. But if I want to put the student back in, I just click and press Add and put them back in. If I scroll down, I can add an attachment, and you'll notice if you saw our uploading a file tip, it looks very similar to how you would upload a file. You can either drag and drop here, or you can use the file picker to add an attachment. One thing I always like to point out, because I always seem to forget it a lot, is there is a subject line here that is mandatory. So it's sort of sandwiched here in between attachment and message, and it's very easy to overlook. So just make sure that when you're sending the email, you put a subject in. If you don't add that, you won't be able to send your email. Your message box here is where the body of your email will go, and you can make any edits that you want to make by using your HTML editor here as well. You can add bullets or numbers, or bold things, or change the colors, so you can kind of explore those options and see what you have. And here you can receive a copy as well. I always like to receive a copy when I send an email, so I always say yes, and that way it goes through to my email and then I can see it. So when you're all set to send your email, you just click Send Email, and that will send your email right out to your students. That's how you add Quickmail to your Moodle page. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll find it useful and that you'll use it in your classroom. Tune in tomorrow for our last tip in our Back to School Moodle series. See you then!